Let's take a look at the parieto-occipital sulcus, which separates the occipital lobe from the parietal lobe. Here it is. It looks a little bit like the letter Y lying on its side. Here's our Y right here. And it merges with this calcarine sulcus to form the anterior calcarine sulcus. Now, the structure in front of it looks a little bit kind of like a tongue of beef right here, right there, is the continuation of the cingulate sulcus. Now let's take our arrows away for a minute, or our lines away. We've got the occipital lobe and the cuneus. In front of that is the precuneus. And within the precuneus is something that looks a little bit like the letter H. There's our H. And this is the subparietal sulcus, located in the precuneus. In front of the precuneus is the paracentral lobule. Within the paracentral lobule is the oblique perpendicular to the marginal sulcus, central sulcus of Rolando. This paracentral sulcus, which we discussed in another vignette, which comes up anteriorly, forms the anterior boundary of the paracentral lobule. All of this contributing to the frontal lobe until we get to the central sulcus of Rolando, which defines the parietal lobe posterior to it, which is a tough designation to make in the sagittal near the midline. So frontal lobe, paracentral lobule, central sulcus of Rolando, a little bit of the parietal lobe, precuneus, subcentral sulcus, cuneus, occipital lobe, superior and inferior, calcarine sulcus merges with the parieto-occipital sulcus to form the anterior calcarine sulcus, and there's the beef tongue of the cingulate gyrus.